Here we go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Kurt here. How are you guys doing today? All right. We have our second arm wrestling training block of the second 10-day phase. That's pretty badass. So today is an arm wrestling training day. It's the second arm wrestling training day, this second 10-day phase. It's pronation, back pressure, and cupping, wrist flexion. We're also going to do a little bit of extension as well. All right, this is pretty cool because this builds that ridiculous brachialis muscle right here. So this here is going to be highly developed. It's this muscle that runs. You can see the line there. Mine is actually starting to become more developed. It didn't look like that even just a few weeks ago. So this is going to be highly developed. And that's what we're going to be hitting a lot of. We're also going to be hitting pronation. So this is back pressure. It's like a hammer curl style of strength. Pronation, so twisting of the wrist, also in a similar back pressure motion, but we're twisting. And cupping, flexion of the wrist. And that's what we're hitting. So we're going to warm up all the angles first. I'm going to start off with the back pressure, then pronation, then cupping. I forgot, we also need this handle. We need this handle as well for the warm-up. See, I have both of them in the ceiling here. Now we're ready. So we're just going to pull back, and it's a hammer curl to the face. Short pulses. We're not doing full range. There's nothing full range about it. It's just boom, boom, boom. Okay. And that's what that looks like. Pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's that. Next, pronation. Take a tiny little 30-second rest. We're just going to blow through them all pretty quickly here. And this is what the pronation looks like. It's across the thumb. We're pronating. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we got that warm. All right. Next, flexion, also called cupping in the arm wrestling world. Just pull back. We're just going to cup. 1. And that's what that looks like. So we're already starting to get that little pump going. For our working sets, we're gonna add this extra small band here. It's extra light, only a 10-pounder, but this is what we're gonna use for our working sets because I'm a little stronger on this than I am supination. So supination, we didn't have to add it, but now we are. Now we take a tiny little rest, about a minute. All right. Here we go. Quick little pump check before we get completely blown up. Right? So the arms and the forearms should get blown up. Right? Got to do an arm check. We'll do one after as well. And that's what we're working on. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So the motion, it's a very short motion. It's just small, short range pulses like that. We're doing 10 reps. We don't want to go. This is all relatively new style of training for our routine that we've done. Done this stuff in the past a lot, but we're nowhere near at the level that we need to be able to go super low rep and do like single 1 rep maxes or what I call super heavy static holds. We don't want to do that yet. We're going to build our way up to that. And then we'll do the massive heavy single holds for like a couple seconds where it's a heavy static and you go all out 100% 1 rep max for like a couple seconds and hold. We're not doing that yet. Like I said, that's just a straight pullback, static hold. We're not even creating flexion. That's just straight back pressure. We're not there yet. So we're doing this smart. This is smart. 10 reps. Then we'll work our way down to 8 reps after maybe this first cycle. We'll keep doing 10. The second cycle we go back around, we might go to 8. We'll try to do the 8 rep range. And the third cycle back around, we'll drop it down to probably 6 reps, and so on and so forth. We'll just keep dropping it by 2. Probably by like the 6th to 8th cycle, we'll be down in like the 3s and the singles, heavy singles. And that's going to build a massive amount of power in the arms and the wrist. Let's get the next set. Here we go. So I'm actually reaching a sticking point because of the bands, as you pull the band apart, there's more and more tension, but it also stops at a certain point because that's the elasticity reaching its max stretch of the band. So you hit a sticking point where you can't go any further, and we're hitting that sticking point. We're only doing a minute and 30-second rest because we alternate. We hit one side, hit the other side, and then minute 30 seconds. Then hit this side, minute 30 seconds. You can see we're already starting to get pumped. Already starting to get a good little pump going. That's what we want. We're on our third set now. 1 minute to go. So, and by the way, my body weight has gone up. I am now 178, 178 point something, like 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. 178. Already got about 20 seconds. Next set. And this is called back pressure. It's also like a hammer curl. It mimics a hammer curl, but instead of it being a dumbbell that we're holding, it's a strap that goes across the top of the hand, and we're just pulling straight back. And it's a short range motion. We're just doing pulses. Boom, boom, boom. This is not full range. Like on our other days, we do a lot of full range stuff. On push, pull legs, tons of full range. This is arm wrestling strength. There's nothing full range about it. So I don't want to hear people knocking me, oh, you're not going all the way down. This isn't like that. It was never supposed to be full range. It's just pure strength. Yeah. And that's what it looks like. Thanks for the like, by the way. Appreciate that. You can see it's literally like my arm is on the arm wrestling pad or on a table if you're just doing this like for fun and you're not on a professional arm wrestling table. It's just this. Or a little higher, like this. You can try to hit your chin. You can go outside, hit the shoulder, but really, that's the extent of it, to the shoulder or to the chin. I'm really kind of like going out to the shoulder a little bit with it, but either one's fine. You can hit your center line or hit your shoulder. Either one is just fine. We're just going to do another 40, 45 seconds. We have one more, just the last set right here. And then we move to pronation. It's only a minute and 30-second rest total. All right, here we go. Yeah. once I hit that top motion, I'm almost at max effort with it. I'm giving it everything. That's 100%. All right, so 5-minute rest. Then we go to pronation. So we were doing back pressure, which is across the top of the hand, like this. Man, this camera pisses me off sometimes. This is fine. All right. So it's across the top of the hand. We're just pulling straight back. Straight back. Next, it's going to be over the thumb. Over the thumb creates rotational force on the hand and the wrist and the forearm. And we're going to be twisting it. So you're twisting. This is pronation, twisting like this. Okay? As that tension pulls down, you're twisting into it. We're already getting pumped. Already. Hell yeah, boy. This is where monsters are made. And this isn't just about arm wrestling strength. This is about functional strength. Anytime you have a strong hand, strong fingers, strong wrist, it puts you apart from a standard bodybuilder. It sets you apart. It sets you apart. You can do things that they can't do for your body weight. So relative strength to your body weight versus just pure strength is completely different. Two different things. So you can be extremely strong for your body weight. You can actually be stronger than someone who's massively huge, but it's all relative to your body weight. So they might be stronger than you, but for their body weight, like if they were to scale down to your size, or if you were to scale up to their body weight, you would be stronger. So we're creating a lot of functional strength relative to our body weight. That's what we're doing. Wrist and hand strength, finger strength, forearm strength, explosive power and strength. That's what we're building. We're not going for a lot of hypertrophy, although you will have some. There will be some muscle gain. Absolutely, there's going to be muscle gain, but you're going to be dense, compact, and you're going to have a lot of strength for your body weight. We're almost at the 5-minute mark, so we're going to hit that pronation. Pronation is twisting of the wrist. Okay, twisting of the wrist. We're almost there. So you might be thinking, why? Why are we doing unusual twisting motions with our wrist? Because there's muscles that rotate your arm. They're not the same muscles that allow you to curl or allow you to, do a pull up. This is flexion. Flexion is a lot different than pronation or supination. So these are completely different muscles, and they're really undertrained in most people, even strong bodybuilders and powerlifters. They're undertrained. Okay, we're going to make them like steel. So we're going to have a massive amount of rotational strength, corkscrew like strength. Okay, we're also going to be strong in other areas, but we're going to have way more rotation than most bodybuilders, even individuals bigger and stronger than us in other areas like the bench press and deadlift and squat. We're going to have a lot of rotation. We're almost there. Let's hit this. Here we go. And this is what it looks like. It goes across the thumb and you pronate. 10 of those. Okay, 10 and 10. That's what we're doing. We're sticking to 10s. Minute and a half rest. This is good. This is what we want. Look at it, look at it, look at it. All right, you can see the pump already. And that's just from doing the arm wrestling training. The brachialis is already starting to get in, I want to say inflamed, but it's not inflamed, it's just pumped up. It looks inflamed, but that's just the pump. And this massively, massively hits the brachialis. You can see it right there. It comes all the way down and runs up like this. It comes down, runs down, stops to about right there, comes up and around the back here. That's what we're hitting a lot of. This is a wonderful strength to have. It's unique. You're just going to be able to grab motherfuckers, right? Here we go. Yeah, we're at that rest period's ended. Let's go. We're not going to failure. We're not to that point yet. All right? We're not to failure level and we're not to maximum effort level. We're building up the strengths that we need right now to be able to do 1 rep maxes. Hell yeah. That was the second. That was the third set. So hell yeah. I smell like a man right now. Hell yeah. All right. So that was the third set. We should have one more. One more set to go. Here we go. We did 3 sets. Yeah. Here we go. Let's go. All right. Pronation is done. Now we move to cupping. Cupping. Let me check my routine real quick. All right. Yep, that's what we did. Yep. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we did what we needed to do there. Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, yeah, we did, buddy. Oh, yeah. All right. Now we got the wrist curls. All right. Oh, thanks for the second like. We're on wrist curls now. We did our back pressure and we did our pronation. Now we're on the wrist curls. You're just gonna pull it to you like this and flex. Pull it down towards your center line. So you can see the fat grip on there. So this handle rolls. It's a rolling handle. It's like a wheel. Yeah. Oh. You can see. Right? Yes. That's what we're isolating. That wrist. Also a little bit of down pressure. Oh yeah, that's a good wrist curl right there. It's just 4 sets each motion. Forearms, arms are pumped. You can see how the brachialis has a pump here. The bicep. Insanely pumped right now. All right, let's get it. Here we go. Pull it down like this. Try to go further back. 10 is good. 10 is good. We don't really want to do much more than 10. We're trying to build power and strength. All right. That's the second set, both sides. All right. All right. Minute and a half rest. Whew. That's insane. That's insane. I feel that in my bones. This is the kind of exercise you don't just feel in your muscle. You feel it in your tendons and you feel it in the fucking bones. It goes deep. The forces and the stresses of being applied to the body, they run deep. This is beyond muscular strength and development. This is, you're building up your skeleton, you're building up your frame and strengthening that. My fucking arms, boy. Oh. All right, next set. We're going to pull it, go back as far as you can. Flex. My arms are kind of hurting a little bit. They feel it. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Arms feel like they're going to pop off, but you can see the, like, it's not just pump. It's, I want to say swelling, but really it is pump. But it's more than just a pump. It's a deep ache. It's a deep ache. But this is what's going to build up your bone strength, your tendon strength, and turn you into a fucking animal. Here we go. This is the last set of wrist curl. Thank God, because I'm feeling it. We got some wrist extension after this that hits the opposite side. But let's get this last set wrist curl. We're going to pull this bitch down as hard as you can. A wrist curl, center line. Okay, can't do 10. 8. All right. Next set. Pull it down. Think of yourself as like a praying mantis. Praying mantis catching its prey and eating it. And that's what we're doing. We're actually doing this. Like this. Okay? Or like a praying mantis. We're building up our hook strength. All right. Tendons feel it. Forearms are fucking pumped like crazy. So, pumped. I'm not flexing. That's just all pump right there. All right, so we're done with that. Now we have wrist extensions. We hit all the meat underneath the forearm. Now we're going to hit the top of the forearm. It's the opposite side. We're going to be doing wrist extensions. So in order to do this, we have to do a modified variation of what we were just doing. Because we're not doing a standard bodybuilding wrist extension. This is what it looks like. Oh, it burns so bad. All right. We literally have to push into our arm and pull it back like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. All right. So, minute 30 rest. We're pushing our arm back. That tension is coming from this direction, and we're pulling it back like that. We're almost done, actually. We're almost done. Oh, my arms are so fucking pumped, dude. They're so tight. So arm wrestling training days are intense. Okay. My arms are feeling like they just want to pop off. Seriously. The pump is insane. The pump is insane. The ache, too. It's a deep ache. It penetrates through your bones. But when we're done, dude, after about, I'm going to say 5 cycles. We're only on our first cycle of this, the first 10-day phase. So it's 55 days of training. So once we complete all 55 days, we're going to go back, loop it back around, and start back at the beginning of the first 10-day phase. Go through another 55 days, loop it back around, go back to the first 10-day phase. I think on the 5th cycle, things are going to be on a like an exceptionally high level. And the more times we loop that back around, as long as we're making progressions and we're constantly trying to make the exercise a little harder, we're going to keep gaining strength. All right, we're past our rest period. Let's get this next set. Pull into the arm, pull back. One, two, three, four, five. Ah, ah, okay, okay. Here we go. One, two, three, four, five. Ah, 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 yes. Ah, ah, ah. Ah. All right. And we got some external rotations. External rotation. Ah. Whew. Oh, that ache and that burn is real, boy. Ah. Ah. Let's keep going. We got 30 seconds. Oh. This workout does not take as long, hour at the most. It's good though. That's what we want. We just want to bust through it. Intensity is key. Oh, thanks for the third like. So this isn't about hypertrophy. This is about pure strength. You're going to get some hypertrophy. You're going to build muscle, but this is going to build a massive amount of power and strength. We're on the final exercise, wrist extensions. This is just a support muscle we're training to keep everything balanced, to make everything so that there's no injuries, you don't want any injuries. You want everything to be balanced. This is the final exercise, the wrist extension. All right. It burns so fucking bad. And we're going higher reps on this. We had lower reps on the other stuff. We're going higher reps on this because it's a support muscle. It doesn't have to be as powerful. One. We have one more set. So everything else is throbbing. Now you can see the arm pump, the forearm pump, the brachialis pump here. It's real. So this is a very intense exercise. It's short, but it's intense. This is what made me look crazy back in 2019, 2020, doing this training. It's what made my arms look insane. And we're going to get it all back and then some. And we're doing it smarter this time around. Back then I had tendonitis. This time around, we're not going to have any tendon issues. There's going to be zero tendonitis. Got 30 seconds. But that deep ache is real. It's different than just training like standard training. The ache goes deep into your bones. We're training the bones. We're training the tendons and the bones harder than standard lifting. Let's get it. Last set, baby. Here we go. All right, we're done with that. Now we're on the final exercise, but we're done with all the arm stuff. We have external rotations. So thank you. We are on an arm wrestling training block. This is the second arm wrestling training block. You saw the first one, which was all inside strength, supination, side pressure, and tricep strength. Now we're doing outside strength. That's pronation, straight back pressure, so it's like a hammer curl, and cupping, so the ability to be able to flex your wrist like this. And we're also doing extension as a support muscle because you want flexion to be strong, you want your extension to be strong. And then we're going to do some external rotations next. So tension is going to be pulling this way, and we're going to pull it out like this. Yesterday we did internal rotation. Today we're doing external rotation. You want to hit both, right? Hi, Luke Ryder. What's up, man? We're at the end of the workout, so if you missed anything after I end the stream, you want to watch the recording, it'll be right there. I tell you what, my arms are aching. It's deep. It's like a deep ache in the bones and in the tendons and in the muscles. It's deep. It runs deep. All right, let's get this external rotation. I'm going to move this camera over a little bit so that you can see the external rotation. This is fast. This doesn't take long to do. So I guess I'll do my left side first. That way you can see the front. So this is external rotation, like this. 1, 2. Okay, switch sides. Switch sides. Hold on, we got one more set. Sorry, one more set. I'm gonna have to go a little shorter on the angle or a little closer because the tension's starting to burn me out. Okay. That's it. We're done. We're done. Let me see what you're saying. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. I just got out of shape, getting back into it, but all my life, really. I started doing this kind of training back in like 2013 or 2014. I don't remember. Something like that. Also, do I lift weights? Not currently, no. There was a time, even back in 2019, 2021, maybe 2022. It was like a year. We were going to the gym, or I was going to the gym, and I was doing a lot of the similar lifts, but with a little bit of free weights incorporated and some machines. But no, not currently. No, everything is just down here. Everything you see with the bands, the suspension trainer, the weighted equipment like the vest. Pretty much that's it. Heavy ass resistance bands. Really, it's just heavy ass resistance bands. It's very simple. There's a ton of shit you can do with a suspension trainer. This is the suspension trainer. Since I'm done the workout, I'll share. So I'm going to move the camera back over as I have some time to share. We're going to pull the suspension trainer down. This, I can get 80% of all my exercises done with this. We can mimic just about every kind of upper body workout, pulling, pushing exercise that you can think of. Even shoulders. It's a little trickier to do shoulders with it, but you can do shoulders with it. I personally don't do shoulders with this. Mainly rowing, curling, and push-ups. So rowing, curling, push-ups, pull-ups also. Pull-ups and chin-ups from this. So you can do all that from it. You can do curls, body weight curls, body weight rows, push-ups, chin-ups, pull-ups, all from this. For our leg exercises, though, lower body, we usually use the vest and resistance bands. So you can do pull-ups from this, just like from a standard pull-up bar. You can do chin-ups from it. And because it's free-floating, this moves side to side, it's going to use more stabilizer muscles because you're not on a bar that's fixed. I know a bar is fixed. Okay, my camera's going to follow me. That's fine. So a bar is fixed, obviously. This is not. It's free-floating. It moves all around. So you're going to get a unique kind of effect with it whenever you do pull-ups and chin-ups. But when you get used to it, it's actually better because you're building more stabilization muscles. When you do push-ups from it, the same deal. You're doing push-ups, those handles want to go, to the side, to the front. They just want to move all around. So you have to stabilize the handles. So you can do like This is a very unique device. I made this from a bath towel. It's just duct tape and a bath towel. You can loop it through. Hold on, I'll fix that. Hold on, hold on. That's why I didn't want it to go in the AI mode, because it does this dumb shit. Let me just fix it. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right. And we're going to turn that off. So this is an amazing device. You can do rows. So you can do rows like this. You can do curls. So you can curl your body weight up, curl to your face like this. So you can curl. You can do push-ups, which is one of my favorite things to do from this. Push-ups. So all your pushing movements. Push-ups. Now I usually do the push-ups with the weighted vest on and resistance bands across my back. You can do core, you can do abs, so you can train your core. Now, when you use the vest, it's a game changer. You add the vest, and I forgot. You put the vest on, then you can use bands across your back. Let me find the band, a good band. Black, where's black at? Come here, black. Where's black? There you are. All right. As an example. Here we go. So, see how I have the band across my back? You see that? Right now, I'm in a neutral tension. There's no tension. The moment I go beyond this point, there's tension. So you can do push-ups with this band tension across your back. I'll show you. There might be a time delay. Yeah, it could be, stream issues. Streams are like that, man. But here's an example with just the band. We're going to do a push-up with the band across the back. All right. So that's actually a lot harder than just body weight. A lot harder than just my body weight, having that band across the back. You can do the weighted vest plus the band. And that's what we usually do on push days. I'll put the 50-pound vest on, then I'll add the band, and then I'll put my feet up on the chair and we'll do a decline push-up to hit that upper chest. We'll do it with the band and the vest. And then we'll slowly drop resistance band levels and go to a lighter band and a lighter band and a lighter band and then no band. But you got to stay tuned for push days. You got to actually subscribe and make sure you watch a push day. You can go back to my older videos. You can watch a push day. You can see that. You can watch also a back day, watch a pull day, push, pull legs. And you'll see everything that I'm doing. Thank you. I do. I think outside the box. You can kind of think of it as like you're improvising, but very smart, a way to improvise. 20 pack, I don't know. It's from all the calisthenics. We have a core routine. So on push days, Push, on push days, it's push plus core. So push plus abs. But even when you're in that plank position, when you're doing a push up, even especially from the suspension trainer, you have to constantly stabilize. So you're constantly tightening your abs up the entire time. So you're getting core work regardless of whether you do a ab day or a core day or not. So, but if you watch the push day, you'll see how I do my core. So it usually goes, this is what we do on push day. We do our decline push-ups, then we do standard push-ups. 4 sets of decline, 5-minute rest, 4 sets of standard. So it's just when we take our feet off the chair. So we're going from elevating our feet and our body's at an angle. And so we hit the upper chest because we're pushing out like this. You want to hit that upper chest. Builds a nice thick upper chest. And then we remove the chair and we do 4 sets standard. So we're pushing straight out to hit the thickness of the chest all the way across. Then we go from that. We're done with chest for the most part. That's 8 sets total for chest. Then we go to our core routine. We do 3 sets of suspension trainer pikes, and then three sets of suspension trainer knee tucks. That hits the entire core, all the abs. Then we go from that to shoulder presses. We do standing resistance band shoulder presses. So we're going to hit our shoulders. We're going to do all of our standing resistance band shoulder presses. That's 6 sets of that. Then we go to tricep push downs. We're going to do resistance band tricep push downs from a high point. And we do 4 sets of those. And then we finish with internal rotations, the last exercise. And that's what we do on push day. Oh, 30 does it? I guess it does. These are called obliques. So this is the oblique. Hold on here. I'll show you. Right here. That's the oblique. It connects to the lat. So you have the lat here, but then the obliques start about right there and they come down. Those are the obliques. And then the abdominals are right here. So it looks like a 30 pack, but those are the obliques. Same with this side right here. All that. These are they're called the obliques, which is crazy. But you get all that from doing, thank you. You get all that from doing, following the program, or really any kind of advanced calisthenics routine. You can develop a great core. That's the good thing about calisthenics. It really hits the core. Oh, my back? Here, hold on. We'll get some back shots. Hold on. Some back. How did I come to this program of work, this program? Through experience. I love you guys. I love you guys. But it's all through experience, trial and error. Doing research too over the years, just doing like through decades of research and watching a lot of other calisthenics guys combining calisthenics, doing research on calisthenics, doing research on resistance band training, doing research on suspension trainers and how to use a suspension trainer. Just over time, also did a lot of research on free weights, in the gym, how to do, gym lifts properly. And it evolved into this system that I built over the years. Because resistance bands mimic dumbbells in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of benefits to having some free weights, even if you're going to do calisthenics. We don't have the free weights, but we're using weighted equipment. So the weighted vest, and we can add other weighted equipment as well. Have you ever heard of wrist weights? So I lost them. due to a move. We were moving from one home to another, and somebody stole some shit from our locker. We had a storage locker. They broke into our fucking storage locker, stole one of my boxes that had a lot of my equipment in it. They actually ripped one of the walls off the side of the freaking storage locker and broke in and got in through one of the walls because the storage locker next to us was open. So that door was up and open, and they ripped one of the walls off and got into our storage locker, stole a bunch of my shit. And so I don't have the wrist weights anymore, but I used to have 15 pound wrist weights and 15-pound ankle weights. Um, it's crazy when you put the vest on, have the wrist weights and the ankle weights on. It's almost like you're training like Goku, like in Dragon Ball Z. You know how Goku has the weighted equipment? He has the wrist weights that when he takes them off and drops them, it like leaves a small crater in the ground. Well, it's obviously not to that level, but that's the whole idea between having ankle weights, wrist weights, and a vest on. It trains everything. You can also do, it's called sandbag training. They have these big sandbag training devices. They have handles on them all over them, so you can grab them at different points on the bag. But you fill up these small bags that go inside the sandbag with sand. So each bag has sand in it, and you put it in the larger, bigger bag. And they can range between like 5 pounds all the way up to like 200 pounds. The one I was looking at that I want to add to the system is like it's 50 to 125. So 50 pounds to 125 pounds. And you can use that sandbag in all of your training. You could do like shoulder presses with it. You can do squats, lunges with it. All kinds of interesting exercises you can do with it. That's something that I wanted to add to my system that I'm going to save up for. And I'm going to get a sandbag. Do you mean the sandbag training? Yeah, it's a very functional strength. The sandbag is going to shift and it's going to move. It shifts in odd ways that free weights doesn't. So because of the way it shifts, it's almost like you're training that real world strength. So I'm all about real world strength. Um, so at some point, we are going to add sandbag training to our routine here. I just got to save up a little money for it. It's about $90 for the sandbag. It's only $90, about as much as I spent for the weighted vest. So $90 for the sandbag, and then you got to buy the sand. So we would need like two or three, like actually two, at least two 50-pound bags of sand from any Home Depot, really. And then you just got to sit there and fill up little bags, and then you throw them in there. And if you want to reduce the weight, you just take out little bags, little bags, take them out. And I'm not sure how much each bag weighs, but probably a couple pounds each little pouch. It's like a little pouch of sand. So anyway, I wanted to finish and say that make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out the Basement Boot Camp in the description below. It takes you over to my blog. Make sure you like the video. This is going to help me out. And also, yeah, I got to get ready and go. I got to eat. Very hungry. I appreciate that. Now, if I had the skills, the professional boxing skills to go along with it, that would be great. But I know I do have some explosive power, but hey, this training would be great for transitioning in any kind of combat sport, whether it's grappling or a striking sport. This has great carryover into all these different sports, whether you want to be in jujitsu, wrestling, boxing, any kind of striking sport. So I'm hungry. I got to get ready and roll. I appreciate you guys. Just make sure you subscribe, like the video, and check out that Basement Boot Camp in there. I'll see you guys. I'm out. Bye bye. Thank you. You have a great day as well.